Who decided to put our city next to one?
Spotted it.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Oh.
Kang surveillance drone now approaching.
In my break.
Help!
I am Thor, son of Odin, and first in line to the throne of Asgard.
Please, no epic battles today.
Oh! I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home already.
Those Asgardian...
Kang here with another Kang announcement. All citizens are to report any sightings of the Avengers to their nearest Kang police officer. Or, at the very least, throw something heavy at them.
Boy, I could use a superhero right now.
So, now that we're in Chronopolis, do we still become part of the world mind? Cause I was really looking forward to chatting with my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-
sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some...
Another opportunity to show off my immense power!
I wonder if that Lemurian guy in the pool is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before. I think I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
That carnivorous plant near the Novacore building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody.
was thinking I'd take a trip to Egypt soon. I bet the kids would love making sandcastles. And I've heard the weather is pretty... fair.
Hey, give me a hand, will ya?
Life sure is great when it's not raining Nova Corps ships.
In my brain. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
I think this cement stand the man as the king of cameos. Excelsior!
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of... This is quite the conundrum.
Must remember to buy cake.
Wait! I can't use this? There must be an explanation.
All right! Okay, the fences are down! The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson. Those Asgardians next door are pretty impressive. The way they dress and those accents? Oh, so cool! Please, no epic battles today.
Can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements? Listening to the guy who destroyed our home prattle on today is not my idea of a good time. Well, the world's not been destroyed.
I think I'll play some Mexican Blitz in my brain. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home already.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good. Considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo world. That Lunarian guy in the pool is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
That carnivorous plant near the Nova Corps building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody.
Nova Corps are so cool.
Well, world's not been destroyed yet.
All right! Kang's defenses are down! The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good. Considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo world.
That carnivorous plant near the Novacore building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody.
He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before. I was thinking I'd take a trip to Egypt soon. I bet the kids would love making sand castles. And I've heard the weather is pretty fair. Oh.
Those golden helmets are so fancy.
I think I'll play some hexagon blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me. Must remember to buy cake.
I nearly joined the Novacore, but I hated what the helmets did to my hair.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo world.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
I'll play some hexagon blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me. All right! Defenses are down! The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
Oh, when I get my hands on him. Ooh. When I find the rock brain that left my cargo hold unlocked, I'ma kill all of 'em. I just caught a bunch of no-good bandits helping themselves to my loot. Took care of most of them, but the rest managed to slip away with my goods. Ain't nobody steal from the Yondu clan. I stole that booty fair and square. And now we're gonna steal that stolen booty I stole back. You with me? Smart choice. All right, time to hunt down those thieving bandits and reclaim my booty.
All right! Kang's defenses are down!
This is quite the conundrum.
I'd recognize that smell anywhere. That's the sweet smell of swag, mixed with the not-so-sweet stench of swag swipers.
about those awful Kang announcements. Listening to the guy who just...
There they are! Get them! Don't forget to grab all that loot they dropped. We ain't done till we got every last piece.
Queen lady? I really adore her.
You get it all, then move out.
Kang, he's watching you. Always watching.
Well, world's not been destroyed yet.
All right. Kang's defenses are down. The Guardians are finally gonna need that building fucking...
More of them thieves dead ahead. Time to take back what they stole. That's definitely my booty tumbling out of their pockets.
Whoa! What the heck happened just now?
Don't see any more of my treasure here. Let's keep on looking.
How could he just leave like that? I wasn't being unreasonable.
Please, no epic battles today.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
Well, looky what we got here.
What's in my brain?
So kind of you boys to hold on to my treasure for me, but let me take it off your hands. Did you grab all the gold? Ain't no good to me sitting in the dust, kid. All right, let's do a quick stock check. 1, 2, 6, 4, something. Who am I kidding? I can't count. But my Ravager's instincts say it checks out. So that's good enough for me. Nice work, Skipper. Hopefully that'll teach the rest of those bandits not to mess with me. I tell you, with all these dishonest folk around these days, you can't be too careful. So lucky for you, you've now got the Yondu clan to watch your back. You ever find yourself in a scrap, you give me a holler.
You gonna play some Hexagon Blitz in my brain. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
Oh, can someone...
It's admirable how many people are adapting to a new way of life in this world, but I can also sense others who are scared or uncertain of the future. As an empath, I can use my powers to influence the emotions of others. I want to use that power to make these troubled people feel happy, even if only for a little while, to help them through this difficult time. I just need a little help finding them first, which is where I was hoping you would come in.
Everything.
Oh, thank you. I can sense a few people in this area affected by extreme negative emotion. Let's start looking for them.
I don't want to go to work today. It's so nice out.
The Arkindai rate. Perhaps I should have mentioned this earlier, but while I'm with you, the sources of negative emotions will also appear on your radar. That should help us search. I think we're close to someone who needs our help. Can you see who it is? I just need to get close enough to touch them.
Why did I think it was a good idea to go outside? Going outside is terrifying right now. Oh man, oh man. I wish I was at home instead of this crazy place.
Excuse me, this will only take a moment.
Huh? Hey, what are you... Oh, hey, I suddenly feel really peaceful. And was the view always this good? I could stay out here all day.
Kind stranger, we need you again.
Hey, come over here a second.
Citizens will be pleased to know that my...
You've got bad guys causing trouble nearby.
Oh, the city is so ugly. All those horrible...
I miss my old view of the mountains. But what if we never go home? I might never see it again.
I'm sorry. Could I bother you for a moment?
What is it? Huh? Ah, you know, maybe ugly was a bit harsh on this view. It's definitely different, but I could get used to it. And no one can take away my memories of the old view. I should definitely start sleeping in another room, though. Those lights might be not ugly, but they are not helpful when you're trying to get to sleep.
A green shirt! Make sure you get me...
Looks like we helped that person adopt a different perspective. Shall we?
Citizens of Chronopolis are reminded not to wantonly deface public property. Specifically, stop putting those weird top hats on top of things.
I can't believe what happened to Clive and Siren. Is she a villain? Is he a villain? Is that Rock a villain? I can't trust anyone. Everyone's a suspect.
Here, let me help you.
Don't hurt me! Oh, I don't know what you just did, but I feel amazing. I guess the odd crazy person doesn't mean there aren't still good people like you around. I should probably go and apologize to Frank for screaming faker at him earlier. Maybe later.
Shall we see who else needs our help? I'm feeling a little tired. Maybe we should call it a day after this next one?
I hear the black cat's doing roaring. Goons, bad guys, Citizens, crooks, enemies, whatever you want to call them, go take them down.
Hey, at least we still have our help. Oh, come on.
Looked like something big was going down on top of the event. Think it had anything to do with that
I know we've got a whole new bunch of... It really isn't here, is it? The only place I ever... Now I don't know where I belong.
Excuse me, can I just... I think you have something on you.
What? Where? I don't see anything. Huh. You know, I've just realized that this place has a coffee shop almost identical to my old one. I can just belong there until this whole thing blows over. And maybe this place won't have an annoying laptop lady in there all the time. We get it. You're a writer or something.
I'm no longer sensing any of the negative emotions I was before. We did it. The effect of my power may only be temporary, but the new thoughts often lead to longer-lasting realizations, resulting in a general overall happiness. Sorry, I must sound like an advert for herbal remedies. At least, that's what Star-Lord normally tells me. Anyway, thank you for your help. If there's anything I can do to return the favor, don't hesitate to ask.
I shall take whatever I decide. Starting...
Hey, at least we still have our help.
Nova Corps is always happy to help a noble cause, even if we are stretched a little thin right. Providing the refreshments for Quill's soiree was the least Xandar could do, after everything the Guardians of the Galaxy have done for us in our recent troubles with Kang. Although I didn't expect the responsibility to fall directly on my shoulders when we agreed to provide them. As you can imagine, the Nova Corps have a lot of fires to put out right now, both figurative and non-figurative. And as much as I would like to help out in the party planning process, I do still have at least a chunk of an empire to run. Now, could you lend your time to the cause?
I'd say Xandar's actually
Wonderful. Remember, Quill is a Terran, so you might want to try and find some of that junk food young people seem to be so fond of. Chronopolis is full of food, but not all of it could be considered party food. I want you to really consider how much fun each food item will bring to the event before bringing it to me.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good.
Citizens are reminded that
Not sure who's behind it this time, but there's more trouble on your doorstep. Go get him.
You. I have need of your services. Those golden helmets are so fantastic.
As leader of the Sovereign, I took umbrage to being subjugated under Kang's rule and launched an attack against his forces. But we were no match for him, and each of our remote-controlled drones was shot down. What irks me most about this is that some of the drones are damaged but still online, meaning anyone who happens upon them could steal Sovereign technology. I need you to find and destroy them, so this does not happen. A wise decision. While the drones are no longer emitting a tracking signal, we are still receiving the visual feed from each. Use this to pinpoint their locations.
Please, no epic battles today.
That carnivorous plant near the Nova Corps seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave guardians get together before it sees somebody.
He was super rude.
Kang surveillance drones operate in this area to ensure all citizens are living up to the expectations of our glorious leader, Kang.
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
I wonder if that Lemurian guy in the pool is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi.
I see you have found my new dwellings. I must thank you again for assisting me.
surveillance drone now approaching.
You seen that superhero?
Are you here for the anger management session? I heard about what happened with Avon. It seems that ever since the dawn of Kang's reign, more and more heroes are struggling to keep their anger in check. Possibly because you cannot spell anger without the last 3 letters of Kang.
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside.
Or possibly not. At any rate, if people will benefit from my pacifistic outlook on life, then I am happy to share my experiences. But in order to do this, I will need you to fetch something crucial to my anger management training. Cuddle friend! I appreciate this. By assuming the role of Cuddle Friend, you will play a vital role in the anger management of Avon and many others.
Ooh, I can't feel my face. Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition.
Kang here with another Kang announcement. Heavy at them.
Cuddle Friend has an incredibly calming effect on people. It always worked wonders on Wanda when she was in one of her moves.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hair dryer for Mom and the girls
Is this a new TV? I can't...
Having trouble? Just take a deep breath and repeat this mantra to yourself. The customizer is in the Avengers Mansion. The customizer is in the Avengers Mansion. So you decided to join us, Cuddle Friend. And I feel calmer already. Not that I wasn't calm before. That barista had every right to finish his phone conversation before serving me my coffee.
Is it odd?
Anyway, with our lovable mascot back with us, I just have a few more preparations to make, and our anger management session will be in session.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to rob that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom.
Gwenpool's disembodied voice here. Your heroic deeds have unlocked one of my incredible Gwenpool missions. Go find it.
Why don't you take 5, Cuddle Friend, and I'll call you when we're ready.
Tampering with a Kang surveillance drone is a punishable offense.
Another opportunity to show off my immense power!
All right! Kang's defenses are down! The Guardians are finally gonna teach...
Citizens are reminded that every waking moment of their lives is being recorded for quality and training purposes.
Must remember to buy cake.
Citizens are warned not to approach the Kang surveillance drone.
I wonder if that Lemurian guy in the pool is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery.
Kang surveillance drones operate in this area to ensure all citizens are living up to the expectations of our glorious leader, Kang.
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home already. Those go...
Citizens are warned not to approach the Kang surveillance drone.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
Kang surveillance drones operate in this area to ensure all citizens are living up to the expectations of our glorious leader, Kang.
Can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements?
Kang is watching you. Always watching.
I do so. and helmets are so fancy.
Citizens are reminded that every... Citizens are reminded that every waking moment of their warning, a fatal...
Care of it before it heals someone.
How could he just leave like that? I wasn't being unreasonable. I shall be writing a stern letter to his manager.
All right! Kang's defenses are down! The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
I know I joined the group. Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home.
Ronan is always so accusing. Well, I accuse him of being a big jerk. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
How could he just leave like that? I
do
wasn't
so
being
enjoy
unreasonable.
sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot at and knocked all over by himself. And ripped up, dropped some kind of crazy limbo.
Maybe I should just hop on Kangaroo and go on a trip to that sandy
how do I get myself in these crazy situations?
My power is unmatched, yet I am unable to use this? How?
Who's ready to face some sweet, sweet
I did it! I made another cameo! Gotta add this one to my list at home.
Spotted a crime taking place in your area if you aren't too busy.
That carnivorous plant near the Novacore building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody.
Has, anyone seen the Queen lately? I really adore her. That's in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2...
Where am I going? I feel like I just
Step right up and take on Hexagon Blitz.
Maybe I should
Now,
make a note
with more
about that.
hexagons. Think you can keep up with these hexagons? Copy the sequence 3 times to win.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
Repeat the sequence 3 times to win a prize.
Oh, everything I need in this town is either destroyed or just straight up doesn't exist anymore. Thanks a lot, Cat.
These hexagons are coming at you thick and fast, and you need to be ready.
I know it's wrong, but I find that Ronan so dreamy. If only he'd stop his relentless attack on my planet, maybe we could be together.
All right! Kang's defenses are down!
This is your glorious
Think you can keep up with these hexagons? Copy the sequence 3 times to win.
That carnivorous plant near the Novacore building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody.
Oops. Are the hexagons too much for you? Give it another try. Hexagon Blitz. The only hexagon-based game. You repeat the sequence 3 times to win a prize.
Oh, can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements? Listening to the guy who destroyed our home prattle on all day is not my idea of a...
Think you can keep up with these hexagons? Copy the sequence 3 times to win.
Well, world's not been destroyed yet.
Has anyone seen the Queen lately? I really adore her.
Seems a little dangerous. I hope some great gardener takes care of it before it...
I'll show them. I'll show them all!
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot to bits.
You look like someone who can tell a stupid name from a really awesome, terrifying one. So tell me honestly, Taserface is a really awesome, terrifying name, right? Right? And your silence says it all. It's always the silence, or the laughing, never the screams, or the say what? That's such a cool and intimidating name that I was promised. So that settles it. You need to help me find out what these people think a scary name sounds like. You're gonna canvass this place until I have a name that strikes fear into the hearts of all men, women, and/or other. This is totally gonna work, or my name isn't TBD.
Those golden helmets are so fancy.
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
Oh no! If I don't get a move on, I'm gonna miss a free Tantahela. Sure is dusty out.
Heard they had a chicken outbreak in the slow nether. Yeah, you sure we'll be able to get out here?
Wonder how all the folks got that doing. Susie May, Maisie Sue, Jackie Lynn, Moody Joe, Cactus Pete, Toothless Pete, Regular Pete, Lil Horseshoe, Darlene, Marlene.
Somebody ought to do something about those pesky gophers digging up the town. So then he says, nobody talks to Taserface that way, and oh boy, you should have seen us crying. I was crying laughing. So good. So good. We did have to skedaddle pretty quick after that, though.
Hello? Dost thou remember me? I moved here from Manhattan. Thanks for the suggestion, man. This place is great.
Kang here. If anyone out there sees Ravonna, tell her there's a bee in my room, and I need...
Did you ever find out what all that commotion was over in Xandar? Sounded pretty wild.
Shame about the museum shutting down. But after that business with those spike monsters getting in, I guess they didn't really have much of a choice.
This is a public safety alert. There are currently 5 reported incident reports in the local area due to cybernet overuse.
Did you hear? There was some kind of incident over in Sakar, in the museum, I think. Don't know what happened, but whatever it was, everyone's now way too scared to go near the place.
Looks like the cybernet is playing up again.
The bad guys sure are keeping us busy. Can you take care of the incident near you?
So, now that we're in Karnal, do we still become part of this? I was really looking forward to chatting with my
Sisters. Can't live with them. End of statement. My sister and I have a, shall we say, strained. What I need is a sister. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know why I wasted my time.
They dare face me?
Help!
Can't believe I missed the lady giving out free Hexagon Blitz t-shirts. So fancy.
All right! Get out there and see what these losers think is so great! So what did you find out? That's no good to me! Are you taking this seriously?
Nova Corps.
Guess there could be something to that. Grrm. Why would you tell me that? We already know what people don't like. Think you might have something there. So, the spike monster outbreak over in Sakar gave everyone the heebie-jeebies, eh? Good! Yeah, that settles it. From now on, my name will be...
I know it.
Spike Face! Ha! That's good! And spikes are doubly cool, because not only is it the name of a monster, it's also spiky, which makes it even more dangerous. As thanks for your small part in this, you can call on me for a favor whenever you need it. But, you may have to direct your requests to Taserface, just until all the paperwork goes through.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a Celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo world.
Sisters. Can't live with them. End of statement.
My sister and I have a, shall we say, strained relationship. It's actually quite tiring hating Gamora so much, to the point where a part of me wishes the bad blood between us could just disappear. But let's face it, that's not going to happen. What I need is a sister I don't constantly have to fight. Preferably one that shares my distinct sense of fashion. And one without all that emotional baggage. I need this sister to be more like me. Totally in control of her emotions! Do you understand what I'm saying? I need you to find me this perfect sister. Build her with your own hands if you must. Can I trust you to do that? Apparently, the Avengers have a facility for assembling life forms to an exact specification. I would probably start there if I were you. The image beside me is what I envision this perfect sister to look like. I had a professional adapt this from a doodle in my journal. What journal? I don't have a journal, and I don't doodle.
Sorry to bother you, but yep, you guessed it. Some crime near you needs fighting.
I heard that Lunarian guy in the pool was here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to see him.
What are you doing here? I advise you to leave before I get annoyed. What? You couldn't be. Surely this is some kind of trick. Fine, I'll humor you. Wow, a sister for me? We should engage in bonding activities such as fighting side by side and... Actually, I could really go for some action right about now. Come, new sister, let us seek out some enemies to fight together!
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home already.
I was thinking I'd take a trip to Egypt soon.
Permit me to ask you some questions to aid in our bonding, sister. What What style of hair do you think would look cute on me? If I had hair, I mean.
I nearly joined the Nova Corps, but I hated what the helmets did to my hair.
Come, new sister. I will teach you much about combat. You lose as often as I do. Yes, sister, that's it! Reduce them all to studs!
I wonder if that Lemurian guy in the pool is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
Take that, Dad! Take that, Gamora! Oh, sorry. Bad habit. You're better company than Ronan, at least. I guess there is something to this cooperation thing. Come, sister, let us seek out some more morally dubious opponents.
I think I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home.
You think you can hurt me? I'm at least 70% cyber. Tell me, what is your favorite? Stop wasting our time.
About those Kang announcements.
Aim for their shins!
Call the Corps!
Did you try the latest magazine quiz? Apparently, I'm a Miranda.
Oh, wow. You're that hero. The one that saved those people. Big fan.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
I think I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost... the boss will blitz me.
Strangers are just enemies you haven't met yet. Pathetic! You are all pathetic! Is your heart even in this, sister? Well, I can confirm that this was a thoroughly ridiculous idea, but that isn't to say I didn't take some pleasure from it. It was actually nice to fight alongside someone for a change. In the past, sisterly bonding time has always ended with me being bonded to more machinery, so this was a welcome change. Thank you, sister. Perhaps we can hang out again sometime.
Decided to put our city next to an active volcano? I like hot and dangerous as much as the next guy, but this is... So, now that we're in Chronopolis, do we still my mind? Because I was really...
My power is unmatched, yet I am unable to use this? How?
All right, Kang's defenses are down. The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson. Was super rude to me when I went to say hi before. Must remember to buy cake. I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the Hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
Life sure is great when it's not raining Nova Corps ships.
Nova Corps are so cool.
Oh, can someone do something about those awful Kang announcements? Listening to the guy who destroyed our home rattle on is not my idea of fun.
I'd say Xandar's actions looking pretty good. Considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a Celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo world.
Bad stuff happening. Dead ahead. Is it Kang? Whoever it is, we can't let them get away with it.
That carnivorous plant near the Nova Corps building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it hits somebody.
A most valuable item.